So this is really cool Xbox news, and I feel like it is something that Microsoft is actually paying attention to the feedback from fans and things like that, thankfully. And, I feel like Microsoft needs to do more of that, pay attention to what the fans are actually asking for, as opposed to kind of forcing things onto them, making it so that, so many gamers are unhappy. I really hope to see, Xbox fans be happy again and get excited for, like the future of gaming and kind of what Microsoft is doing, rather than kind of being forced into, a situation where people are unhappy, but you think they'll stick with the brand because why? Well, because they already have such a large, digital library or whatever. Unfortunately, that's sort of the world we live in right now, where Microsoft doesn't care a lot of the time what people think, basically because they feel like, oh, if you already have a digital library with them, you're going to stick with them, right? And that's kind of, maybe some might do that, but I feel like that would be a very ignorant take, and I think that's not going to keep people with you long term or anything like that. It's really not a smart move by any means. With that being said, what's up, everybody? I'm Crap Gamer. This is Crap Gamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you guys for checking it out. I appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Please like, share, subscribe, and maybe even consider hitting that like button with a couple accounts if you want. Who knows? Maybe. Let's just see. Anyway, I do daily gaming content, and it is definitely going to be worth your while to subscribe, because like I said, I try to be entertaining yet fun, and again, it really just kind of takes one of those things that really kind of makes it so that it's a good time for everybody. Just it is what it is. Now, with that being said, this is interesting. So it looks like a popular feature is making a comeback. The ability to buy and play games on the Xbox app on Android is going to be coming back. The feature has been missed by many fans of the Xbox family on consoles who use Android mobile devices. The change is coming in the wake of a California jury deciding against Google, declaring that the company has an illegal monopoly via the Android Play Store. As a result of the verdict, Google can prohibit in-app payment methods for at least 3 years and must allow for access to third-party Android app stores. Over on X, Xbox President Sarah Bond announced that the upcoming features. In a brief statement, the president explained that the recent court filings against Google's Play Store is allowing more choice and flexibility, and that as a result, Xbox will be offering Android users the opportunity to purchase and play games directly through the Xbox app on their phones. Players will also be able to redeem codes through the app, and these features will be arriving sometime in November, though Bond didn't specify the exact date that they'd be made available. She said, the court ruling opens up Google's mobile store in the US to allow more choice and flexibility. Our mission is to allow more players to play on more devices, so we are thrilled to share that starting in November, players will be able to play and purchase Xbox games directly. So, a lot of people are very excited about this. I know it sounds kind of cheesy or whatever, but these little things that are kind of helping Xbox to be, have a better quality of life and things like that for fans, I feel like is hugely important. Xbox fans seem to be very pleased to hear the news, particularly those on Android app. However, there are nonetheless complaints from some Xbox user base. Some have lamented that this seems to be one more step in the perceived direction of Xbox killing off its own consoles in favor of allowing users to stream or use other devices entirely to play its games. Some have taken the opportunity to take shots at Xbox for shutting down developers like Tango Gameworks and Arcane Austin. Others have also complained that these features aren't available on iOS versions of the Xbox app either, and there's no information on that changing. So Apple fans are actually feeling a little bit left out. However, judging by this, it's likely that these changes might be coming now because Xbox will be able to sell games to users all over the world. So I think that is looking like a very good thing indeed. So yeah, I like the fact that these consoles are bringing back cool things and cool features and things like that, things that we kind of wanted to see from the get-go, which, that's always something that I feel is worthwhile and praising, because, a lot of times these companies fail to listen and they'll just do whatever they want, and I feel like they'll continue to do that along the lines. But it is nice to see that they are kind of coming at it from a different angle now, and maybe just making sure that everybody has a little something. Like, I feel like you've got to really pay attention to what your fans are asking you for. So when we get these type of updates and things like that, I do feel like it's incredibly important to pay attention to that and to make sure that everybody is going ahead with things to kind of make everybody happy. So again, like, they do pay attention to that in some type of instances, like when they do more partner preview programs and things like that. I feel like that's something that makes sure that people go ahead and are happy or whatever. But it was interesting, like Microsoft shadow dropped 2 new Xbox games, including one of the year's biggest indies, which is really cool that they were able to kind of do that. So Microsoft had the announcements for the October partner preview event, where they were talking about upcoming games scheduled to come to Xbox, but a few of the titles shown were actually available to play on Microsoft Series X and S consoles right that minute. Although, commonly known as shadow drops, one launched into early access through the game preview program, and the other is one of 2024's best PC games that's gotten a surprise Xbox port. Blindfire, which is $8.99, is an indie first-person shooter developed and published by Double 11, in which players are pitted against one another on a dimly lit underworld beneath a neon skyline. It's of course sort of a competitive breakout mode from Halo 5 Guardians. It has dark stylized maps, and mechanically it seems to emphasize sort of a twitchy Counter-Strike style shooting, using environmental traps to your advantages. So again, this is cool to see that they're shadow dropping stuff, paying attention. People like shadow drops, whatever the case may be. Matches can have up to 8 players at once, with everyone fighting to be last man standing in both solo and team-based modes. Uniquely defeated participants can take control of night vision cameras and traps in the area as spectators, influencing the outcome of the game by trying to aid or sabotage individuals still in the fight. That aspect of the first-person shooter calls out the often-forgot 2020 Battle Royale, the Darwin Project. In that game, spectators could vote to give players helpful powers and boosts, and hopefully lead to interesting situations for the gameplay itself. Also, Animal Well, which quickly blew up and become one of 2024's biggest indie games when it launched on Windows, PS5, and Switch in May, created by solo developer Billy Basso, will help YouTuber game publishing label. It's a Metroidvania platform that starts off relatively simple, but rapidly opens up into something shockingly complex and creative as you figure out how items and creatures can be used to manipulate your environment in surprising and meaningful ways. So Animal Well's main story will only take you about 6 hours to finish. It has countless hidden secrets and puzzles to kind of keep you occupied for a lot of time. So, again, it is cool that Microsoft is very susceptible to like the surprises, because let's just be real, the surprises and stuff are really, really cool, and it's nice that Microsoft kind of pays attention to those and make sure that everybody has something cool to sort of play. And that's, I feel like, the important thing when it comes to like these gaming and stuff like that, is we need to have games that are going to be surprising to fans and that really kind of make us all happy to be gaming again. You know what I mean? Like, that's one of the things that realistically we should look at and say, hey, you know what? That's a smart thing. That's a very smart thing for them to do. And Microsoft is really starting to kind of pay attention to fans. Now, for me, they're not going to really come across as really paying attention until they open up about what their plans are for like the exclusives and things like that, because I feel like they definitely need the exclusive games, and the fans deserve to know what's coming and what's going and things like that. So I hope that they do something that kind of leads to people having an idea or a better idea of what the plans are. You've got to have something going there. So with that being said, I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on all of this stuff. How do you guys feel about the updates, and like we no longer just have static consoles, but rather consoles that are doing some incredible things all around? Let me know. Sound off, rate, comment, subscribe. I definitely appreciate it. I hope you guys all have a great day. please like, share, subscribe, and you know, again, daily gaming content. What could be better than that, right? There's no bad there. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, grab gamer 'em up, grab game.